Oh my god! Nuclear holocaust on the drones!
Hey guys, and welcome to UC Davis Casting. I'm AlphaFerg, and I'm going to be doing a little ZvP today on Shakuras Plateau, and this is going to be featuring Ruxin for Team UC Davis, actually for Team Audio Builds, but he goes to UC Davis and he plays on our CSL team, so I'm fine saying that. And in the meantime, he'll be playing the Protoss player Epavu. Don't know much about Epavu, Epavu, something like that, but Grandmaster player, as Ruxin is assuredly Grandmaster. You can see their APMs are all the way up at 40, but it's the early game, so that's allowable. If you're just seeing this, this should go up on the new YouTube channel for UC Davis. We're doing some exciting things. We're holding our first bar craft next weekend at 3rd and University, and we're going to have some pretty fun stuff. We're going to have raffle prizes from Patriot Memory. We're going to have cool swag to give away, and we're going to have awesome bar stuff going on. So that's what's going to happen. And it looks like Epavu is doing a Forge First Fast Expand. Eventually he'll get his Nexus up, but that'll be a long amount of drones, and I gotta go to busy because I hate when messages pop up. And while I'm thinking about it, I really want to give a shout out to Spanishiwa, who is another UC Davis player. You've probably heard of him. But he does some really amazing replay analysis casts that help me out a ton. So thank you, Spanishiwa, and thank you for representing UC Davis. And so really quick, I'm going to explain what's going on. Because he did the Forge First Fast Expand, he'll have the Forge, it's already done, and he's going to be able to put some cannons down, but I'm not really sure if he wants to. He's just waiting for that. You can see Spanishiwa's pulling a lot of his drones off. And this is going to be, he's going to have to cancel this. It's not going to finish, and the probe is already chased out, so Spanishiwa can go to work on this with one lone drone while he gets the rest of these guys mining. Just scouting out and making sure there's no more proxy pylons. Good stuff. While Epavu puts down the Nexus, and Spanishiwa gets a really good scout. He doesn't see any gas. He doesn't see, you know, lots of gateways. He'll see this Nexus. Has he seen the Nexus yet? No, but he'll see it, and he'll be sure that he is pretty safe for the time being to get his spawning pool. He's not going early gas. You don't need to rush across the map. Yeah. You know, pylons and hatcheries just being friends. It's okay. You can do it. So we'll see where the game goes from here. Shakuras Plateau is pretty standard stuff. I mean, there is a fairly close air position here. I've seen Warp Prism play to abuse that short rush distance. You've seen Stargates and Mutas and stuff like that. All pretty standard. Meanwhile, Zergling's taking out this pylon. Gateways. Am I saying Spanishiwa? This is Ruxin. This is Ruxin. Not Spanishiwa. Gotta stop talking about that guy. So anyway, Ruxin is gonna just be doing some pretty safe stuff. Getting his queens up, getting these, doing some gas. Pretty good things to do. Epavu doing a pretty standard wall-in. No threats to either player now. I don't think Epavu even has any army. Just 27 probes. Little army of probes. So he just lost? No, he just built a bunch. And in the meantime, Ruxin is just getting these Zerglings their little workout so their little legs can be buff and strong for later in the game when he needs them. Definitely a good strategy. So your Zerglings can work out. And he is going straight into Drone Overlord, matching the Chrono Boosted Nexus now. And a Stargate down for Epavu. So that's pretty strong. You can get Void Rays. If you really want to go nuts, you can go Phoenix, Void Ray, crazy, and just abuse the short rally position from those units. But I don't really see the point to it, because then Ruxin can just build Hydralisks and destroy him. But interesting... Where is it? chrono boosting out shields. I haven't really seen this. Usually Protoss players will want to chrono boost out ground weapons because it's super useful, especially Zealots two-shotting Lings, Stalkers doing more damage to the Roaches. You'll see armor typically more in ZvT or in PvT because then it takes Marines forever to kill Zealots. But shields is actually really interesting, and the upgrade I believe only applies when the shield is up. So once you've gone through the shield of a Protoss unit, that shield upgrade doesn't really count anymore. So this is going to be an interesting choice. You can see he's going Void Ray Sentry right now. A very, very nice Overlord Scout. He saw Stargate, of course, sees the Void Ray shooting the Overlord in the butt. Pretty standard butt stuff. So we'll see what Ruxin chooses to do, and he just pops down the Spire. He's going to go Mutas against the Stargate pressure. A Robo as well. Maybe a Void Ray Immortal kind of build. There's still only a Sentry on the map. But Ruxin does have Speedlings here. He's going to just test out the front, see what's there, see what he can get away with. Making sure there's no third, nothing too crazy going on. Sentry gets a little brave there. The brave little Sentry. Really nice move by Epavu, hiding a probe down here, and when you see the third, which he undoubtedly did, he moved down a little bit with the probe, you can cannon rush it. And so get the pylon up here, build the cannons on the low ground, maybe one on the high ground to protect this pylon. And then most of Ruxin's army is way over here, so it's not going to be in position at all. Another sentry being added, but here's where the scary bit is. These Void Rays are moving in. He only has 2 queens. He's charging up on the extractor. If they get charged up, yeah, they're going to do damage, and they are now at max capacity. They're blowing up the extractor, and if they stay, they're going to do a lot of damage to this queen. Will he get transfused? Doesn't matter, because they chased him away. The shield upgrade's done, but Ruxin just moved in with a bunch of queens. And there's going to be enough probes and zealots here to chase things away, but it's going to make a lot of lost mining time. Taking a look at the workers killed, only 1, nothing too scary. But actually, he's just continuing to funnel in Lings, and there are 3 Void Rays on the map. This is getting weird. And so these guys are going to go to work. But I think that's going to be about all the pressure. Losing those sentries, though, is pretty big, and a lot of the mining time, you don't want to have all of your probes on one base. In the meantime, wow, that is a lot of mutas, and these Void Rays are going to be sad little Void puppies as soon as... Oh, so we warped in some Zealots. Oh, so no cannons that I thought they were going to be. And these drones going to work. But really, the mutas are going to chase out all these Void Rays. He's trying to split them. But Ruxin actually does a pretty good job picking off 2, splitting his army, and he's actually going to have a pretty good supply and tech lead now, because Epavu is going to rely on Colossi, but he has a very small gateway count. He has 3 Stalkers, 3 Zealots, and that's it. Doesn't look good. He's going to need anti-air, like ASAP, like blink. He did not spend too wisely. And he hates things that rely on luck. Ooh, I hate him. But really what he needs... Yeah, that... Okay, so... Ling run by, rely on luck. I actually wouldn't say that. Yeah. He used the window that his queens attacked the Void Ray. He knew the Void Rays were coming. And, he is playing slow. Saying I am abusing your multitask. Which is totally viable. You'll see that a lot. I don't know how Ruxin would know that he's playing slow. I understand if he can, like, pick up that he's not probing enough. I don't know what he's trying to get to, but Ruxin now on 3 base, getting lots of roaches out on the field, lots of lings, lots of mutas. Like, look at this muta flock. Pretty darn strong. There are a lot of stalkers out here. They're not going to be too good just because Ruxin has a 40 supply lead. And if he can choose his engagements right, he can just stomp this Protoss army. As long as he keeps the Protoss on 3 base, he can just go nuts. And he's in a position now where he can stop pretty much all harassment. He can expand again if he wants to, which I wouldn't be surprised to see in a few minutes. But actually, it looks like Epavu is trying to get his 3rd up. Is Ruxin aware? Yep, he's totally aware. Awesome. So he's going to probably do something about that. Never want to let a Protoss get up a 3rd base when you yourself are only on 3. Instead, he's going to try to move into the natural. There's actually a lot of stalkers coming in. Good read by Epavu. But will it be enough? Ruxin's just getting a max army right now. He threw down a proxy hatch, is what I'm seeing. It's actually a lot of stalkers, but you can see they just have +1 plasma shield upgrade. He did not get any upgrades. He's finally getting a ground level 1. But that's going to just mean that these stalkers are that much less useful against this kind of push. And look at this. He is just going to go straight for the Nexus. He's not even going to care. He's going to take it out and just back up. Really smart play because just delaying it by that much. Meanwhile, his... oh no, he blinks away from the mutas, allowing them to do a lot of probe damage. Just look at this worker kill count. He is climbing rapidly, but he's going to lose all these mutas if he doesn't actually run away. He saves. Thank you for free units. Ugh. Trading that many probes, I don't know. Ruxin does have a supply lead right now. Yeah, he's saying waste of supply. You can see he's pretty close right now. He can just build that many more roaches. He does have infestors out on the field. Fungals are ready. And there's still only 1 Colossus. I don't think Epavu is spending his money correctly. You want more than 1 Colossus. You want like 3. Because actually with this number of Colossus, it can just get sniped if it gets surrounded by roaches, and then you have nothing. And Fungals are going to lock down the army pretty darn well. He sees Epavu moving across the map. He has these buddies here giving him some additional sight. Pretty smart stuff. And Epavu is going to have to try to hold this spawn position. And here comes the big engagement. The roaches are moving in. The Fungals are going down. The Colossus is sniped pretty much immediately, and there are a lot of roaches left. So let's take a look at the supply. He is killing a lot. He is killing the Warpins. There are photon cannons doing a lot of damage. This one already has 4. They are adding to the DPS, and a really nice surround by Epavu. I'm not sure that Ruxin is going to win this fight, but it's okay because he has 26 roaches on the way. He has a lot of supply, and he's actually still managing to pull out ahead. The roaches are just... stalkers are just being annoying. And it looks like Epavu throws in the towel, especially because there's a ton of roaches being streamed across the map right now. And that's going to be game. Ruxin doing a pretty smart push and just getting ahead with the mutas. I really like that play. He really shut down the Void Ray. I think this guy didn't exactly know what he was doing, though, because like ground level 2 isn't done 18 minutes in the game. He only has 1 forge. Like, you need upgrades and stuff like that. He had Blink, but it's tough. Anyways, that is it. I'm out. What did I press?